Hello, my beautiful star seeds. This is Mama Haru back again, talking about breaking those chains of deception, sending you hugs, and kisses. Oh, I love to do that. Even my grandbaby, she's 2 years old, and evidently she saw one of my videos, and she was looking at me, and she said, no, 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 no. Then she said, mwah, mwah, mwah. I said, oh, that is just too cute. Look at me, setting an example as a little grandma. Yeah, so anyway, it's interesting that I've been looking at the word judgment. But before we go to the word judgment, let's go to darkness. Remember how in the book, the Bible short for Biblio, which is a book, how there was a story in there that talked about let there be light, and there was light. And I really thought about, wait a minute, so light came from darkness, right? So why do people doubt darkness so? Because all creations came from darkness. It came from a mindset where someone hadn't thought of something. It was like a dream, a thought. Let's put it that way. The darkness is full of thoughts, okay? And someone said, oh, you know what? Birds can fly. Why can't we fly? Then, who was it? The Wright brothers. The Wright brothers invented the airplane, right? That came from darkness. That came from the dark. They were the light. It was already in the darkness, which we call Mother Earth, we call Gaia, we call the void, we call the source. But it came out of darkness because it had not surfaced yet in the light. So there is nothing wrong with the darkness. And we all came from the darkness. We all came from a thought, right? We are the light that's supposed to be shining, right? So then when I really thought about it some more, I thought about how I've told you guys my story about how when I was in the church and then I received this enlightenment and I moved forward, not saying that you are there, not at all. It's me, it's my story, right? So I share my story. You share your story. I think the problem that we're having with the stories is that we are judging one another because of the stories. Like we have all these different churches, all these different denominations, and we all said we have the love of God, but yet we keep downing one another, dividing one another. Say, if you don't do this, you don't do that, God not going to like that. Oh, no, you got to walk like this. You got to live like that. You got to talk like that. You got to do all these things for God to accept you. No, not at all. You are accepted the way you are. You're the one to do the changing in your own life. You have your own story. That's why everybody have a head on their shoulder, because we're all different worlds walking around each other all the time. We go to the grocery store, we go to the laundromat, we go to the church, we go to work. You know, we go out in the street, we drive to the park, we go to the beach. All these worlds are connecting all the time. We just have to learn to live together. And how do we learn how to live together? To know that we all came from the same source. We all came from that darkness. When you was in your mother's womb, was no light in there. No, it was darkness. Then you came into what? The light. You jumped on that sliding board in her womb, and then they opened the gate, and you came into the light. Have you ever thought about it that way? It's really interesting, isn't it? We all came from the darkness. We all got on that slide, and we slid right on in to the light. And then we began to create. And you know, that's this book I've been reading called Your Story is Your Power. Your story is your power. We all have a story, a good story too. Even though when things appear to be negative or bad to you, you're going through. You can't get to the other side unless you go through it. It's a learning curve. And someone needs whatever you are learning. Whatever you're learning, when you see what went on in your life, there's other people out there that's having the same problem that you had. So you became the sacrifice. So you get through it, and then you tell them how to get through it. So use the media to tell good things, right? Even if it's a sad story in the beginning, but show how it ended up bright to encourage someone, right? I don't need to see the Rodney King beating all the time. I don't need to see the so-called slavery thing all the time. I don't need to see people breaking, putting people down, all that. You get tired of it. Get over it. Let's just get over all that. Use social media for something good, Even the churches, go on there and talk about how we can come together and unite and love one another. Because like I said, no matter what church you're in, you're all supposed to be loving and knowing that you are loved. We're supposed to be accepting one another. What's that saying? We agree to disagree, but yet love each other and help each other. And don't be looking at people out the side of your eye and looking them up and down because they don't believe in what you believe in. That's not what it's all about. We have been so misled. Our thinking and our thoughts are so distorted. It really is. But we can change that. Ooh, I'm changing it. I'm speaking into reality. Speaking into existence. That's what we have to do. Speaking into existence. Look for the good in everyone. You don't know what people are going through with. You don't know what they've been taught. You don't know if they've been raped. You don't know if they've been molested. You don't know if they lived out on the street. You don't know where they came from. You don't know. But you should have an awareness about yourself because of the God that's within you, because you know that you are loved, and love feels love, and love wants to give love. Give it, loved ones. Give it from all over the world. It makes you feel so good to remove those negative thoughts, those negative blocks that we have used to block ourselves from enjoying the universe the way God wants to enjoy it. It's to be lived and to love and to give. The Word have taught us to look for different kinds of success. They told you what success was. Not allowing you to find out for yourself. They told you this is what success is. If you don't have this, that, go to school here, buy this, have this kind of car, have this kind of man, have this kind of woman, dress this kind of way, then you haven't succeeded. And that's a lie. That's a lie. That is only to keep you down and depressed. So that's why they throw all these desires out at you. And here you go trying to catch it. I want one. You just killing yourself trying to catch it. Going into debt trying to catch it. Doing things to your body trying to catch it. Give yourself a big breast. Give yourself a big butt. All that. To be like what you see on television. Tell lies to your vision. Those are images. The young girls going on YouTube and looking at these women, oh, she's so beautiful, she got a nice curve, she got a nice shape. And they got these programs where they go in and you can make yourself look however you want to look. The people that you looking at and you think look like that, they don't look like that. You see? Do some research for yourself, loved ones. They don't look like that. But then here you are spending all this money to get you a triple D breast. Here you are spending all this money to get you a triple D butt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the men gonna like me if I look like this and look like that. If they do come at you, they ain't coming at you for your love spirit. They not coming at you for who you really are. They just looking at flesh. That's the sin, the flesh, the skin. Time for we have sin. No. We were born into skin that wants flesh. So now we have to take control of it. I think I said that wrong. We was born into the skin, which is flesh, of which is never satisfied. So we have to train this. Learn to love the spirit of you that's in this flesh. Talk to your heart. Talk to your liver. Talk to your spleen. Talk to your kidneys, Talk to your muscles. Talk to your eyes. Talk to your ears. Romance it. So what can I do for you today, body? What can I do for my heart today? Oh, I know what I can do. I need to love you more. I need to not down my friend across the street. I need to not talk negative about people because they're staying on the inside of me. What can I do for you, kidney? I need to cut out the alcohol because it's making it hard for you to process or not give you too much of it. I think that's a way to enjoy everything. But we overdo it. Let's step back and look at our body for what it is. We've not been reminded of the fact that the heart is working all the time to keep you afloat. The kidney is working all the time. The liver is working all the time. Your pancreas is working all the time. Your lungs is working all the time. Your eyes are working all the time. Your muscles are working all the time. Just to name a few, to keep you afloat. Step back and appreciate it. Talk to it. Do what you can do to make it feel better. Because when your insides feel better, it shows on the outside. Let your tongue talk, speak good things. It'll make you feel better. And it'll begin to open up these other doors of light. And you become more of the light being that you are. So here's loving you with the love of the universe, sending you hugs, and kisses, and remember, your story is your power. Bye-bye.